Alright boys, today we're going to be going over the best ball player to actually use in Diamond Dynasty for your God Squad. I'm also going to be going over briefly how I'm going to be leveling him up at the end, but it is not a ball player glitch yet because I haven't figured out the ball player glitch. There's always one every year. There's a way to exploit it and make it really good, so we're going to find that out. Just give me a couple of days. I still got to figure it out. I'm going to be trying things out on stream tonight. We'll be streaming around 8 or 9 tonight, so come and hop by. We'll be playing Diamond Dynasty, and I'll be figuring out ball player to make it really good. But we have the best loadout and what I'm going to be going over day one. It's looking like catchers are going to be the meta again. Now, last year I actually ended up making a shortstop, and he was pretty good. But I do want to say that I'm going after a power hitting catcher this year that has big pop and big contact. This is a lot kind of like the Hawk last year, but this guy is going to be absolutely disgusting once I get him kitted out. Give me like 1 week, and this card will be the best card in Diamond Dynasty. I'm really excited for my ball player to become an absolute animal, but we're going to be going over the best guy to get right now in Diamond Dynasty to make your team, because he's going to be one of your best players for a long time. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub as we are on the road to 10K, and let's get right into it. Alright boys, whenever you guys are creating ball player, you go to top left, and for the best archetype, now here's the thing, is that it's kind of biased, but you could end up picking a pitcher that's a cap pitcher that's submarine and throws like 102. He'd be disgusting. One of the better builds to get in the game. I'm going to go to position player, and you want to make sure that you pick a power archetype that also works with catcher. Now the thing, whenever you are picking your power archetype, you want to make sure that you are doing something catered to Diamond Dynasty. For example, I am a big advocate, and there's no reason that you would actually end up needing to pick a fielder archetype. And so what I'm going to say is that you either pick a contact or a power archetype. Now, who I'm going to go for is I really want a catcher that's an absolute dog, and I want a catcher that can hit some bombs. I don't necessarily care if he has unreal contact. He'll probably end up getting with like archetype and everything up to at least 105, 110 contact. But I want a catcher with a big swing that hits some bombs, can hit in the middle of my order. So I'm going to pick the power archetype, and I am going to make sure that he is a catcher, because he is going to be an animal. And he's going to be someone that I really want in my squad every single day. So you'll press finish and go to appearance. And as far as everything, one thing that I am doing as soon as I hop on, motions and sound, my batting stance, I want it to be Chipper Jones. And so I'm going to go and find Chipper Jones. I don't know where he is, but we will see if he's actually alphabetical. So there's 2 ones for Chipper Jones. There's Chipper Jones and there's Chipper Jones 2008. I am going to pick the OG Chipper Jones swing. Another guy that you can pick that's also got a good swing that's a current player is Alberto Mondesi. I really like him also. He's got an amazing swing that I've always loved in the game. So I'm going to be switching between both, but it's either going to be Mondesi or Chipper Jones. If you're looking for Mondesi, he's actually page 32 and he's just as good. Now, as far as everything else, I do want to make sure that he is a switch hitter. As far as the offsets, everything like that, you don't necessarily need to change that. You're probably fine with just letting it go, the normal thing. I don't really understand that yet, so I'm not going to recommend anything. I'm going to name him Big Cock Brady because that's my name. Now that I got my name of my player, I'm going to give him a pretty cool little thing. We'll go Big Daddy. Is Dick a last name? Dick's got to be a last name, right? Big Daddy. Alright, now we got our... Alright boys, now that we got our guy, what you're going to want to make sure is you're going to want to make sure that since he's a catcher, his throw hand is right. If you want to be really weird, you can make it left, but make sure that his bat hand is switch hitter. You want a switch hitting cap that hits bombs. Make sure he does that. Nothing else really matters, so just make sure that you accept your changes and then you got everything down. As far as equipment goes, whenever you have equipment, you will run it. If you want to change the way your guy looks, do it, but I'm not going to do it in the video. Now that I've created my player, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be rocking some of these loadouts, but we still got to get some of these loadouts. Alright boys, whenever looking at archetypes, the best archetype to use for your catcher, it's going to be Sparking Slugger. Now, I know someone in the comment section is going to be like, well, why wouldn't you go Speedy Slugger? So here's the thing, whenever you are basing these two off of each other, right below my face cam, you can see that Sparking Slugger actually has pros to contact, versus left and contact right for 26 up. Now, if you're going speedy slugger, yes, you're getting an extra 30 speed. You don't really need a fast catcher. And on top of that, he's going to be, yes, he's going to have the power numbers, but he's not going to have the contact numbers that you want. So make sure that you have sparking slugger going in here. And this is going to be the best one that I am going to be leveling up to be a dog for my catcher. As far as the quirks that I'm going to be going with, I'm going to be going mainly contact and power 1. So right now I have power 1 and I have contact 1. These are the two that you're going to want to run. And I'm not going to be doing any speed things, and I'm going to be leveling this guy up. I'm sure that you guys are wondering, how do you level this guy up really, really fast? Well, how I'm going to be leveling up my guy is playing Road to the Show, and we're probably going to end up finding a way to load some rosters to make it a little bit easier. But 15 plate appearances, it looks like it gives you 3, and just a bunch of putouts and assists. Should be pretty fine. 5 extra base hits, 4 stolen bases. That one's the only one that's going to be pretty hard. But they are repeatable, so you don't necessarily have to do these. So I'm probably just going to keep on farming the 5 extra base hits and the 15 plate appearances one. Once you end up getting, I believe it's 100, then we're going to end up getting our silver archetype, and we're going to keep on going until we have a really good ball player. As far as kind of equipment and stuff, make sure that you're equipping your bats with big power. You can see +8/+8 right here for the Shohei Collector's Edition one. I got some good batting gloves also, and a pretty good ritual that gives me some extra contact. As far as everything else, nothing really matters. Obviously, the socks are going to help with speed, and all of the, I believe, elbow guard is vision, or eyes are vision, but those are kind of important. So just kind of keep your eye out and make sure that you have some of these, because this will make those Road to the Show missions a lot easier whenever we are grinding Road to the Show. Also, one thing to do is make sure that you activate him right above my face cam. You just press A or X on this, and it will make sure that he's going. As far as the fastest way to kind of level him up, right now we don't really have anything other than just playing Road to the Show with our new ball player. So you're just going to start Road to the Show and end up playing with your created ball player. He will be the one that you press. You just basically go into it and use current rosters, and you kind of just go crazy. Now, as far as picking for your team, one thing that I like to do is I want to make sure that I'm going on a team that does not have a lot of really good catching depth. Now, one team that I usually like to do is whenever you are picking your team, you want to make sure they don't have catching depth. So I like to kind of just look around. American League Club, when I think of a team that doesn't have catching depth, I think of teams like the Detroit Tigers, even like teams like the Cardinals now. So we're just going to go AL Central team, and I'm going to go for the Detroit Tigers because I know other than Eric Haas, he'll be pretty easy to beat out. Just all I'm saying is make sure that you don't pick someone like the White Sox or someone like the Dodgers necessarily that has really good catcher depth, and you'll end up being fine. You'll get called up earlier, so that's really good. Let's go Detroit Tigers. Crazy. It's almost like I picked it. Alright boys, so a couple of things. Now, the first thing I'm gonna say before I kind of just end the video, because I've kind of gone over everything that I really wanted to, is the fact that yes, there's probably going to be some type of ball player glitch. Now, I don't know what this is yet. I'm going to be searching and looking around tonight on stream. Whenever I am doing this, I'm going to see if loaded rosters work with your ball player progression and a lot of things like that. If there is a ball player glitch in this game, I am going to find it. But the catcher archetype right now that is the best overall, best guy that you want is going to be the Sparking Slugger, alright? And so we're going to be grinding this. We're going to be using this guy in Diamond Dynasty as well. And we're going to be getting him leveled up until he's an absolute dog. Another thing I want to say is that there is no Diamond Dynasty type of missions with the ball player. So it's going to be strictly Road to the Show, so we're going to have to grind some Road to the Show and put in some hours to get one of the best cards in the game, which is going to be this archetype. Now, I haven't gone through all the archetypes yet either, so silver, gold, and diamond, so we're going to have to kind of just wait on that. But this is kind of going to be the best way to not only level up your ball player, and get a really good player, but probably get XP in the game. Last year, this was a really good XP method, and you look at all these, 1500 XP, 1500 XP, all the way up to 2000 XP whenever you get the archetype. This is going to be really good for Diamond Dynasty as well, and help me get those face the franchise guys. We're going to be grinding this tonight, and we're going to end up getting to the bottom of ball player. Hopefully I can find a ball player glitch. If you guys know a ball player glitch already, let me know in the comment section down below. Obviously, maybe some of the roster stuff works, so you can make it a little bit easier on yourself, so you can actually load in kind of just some worse rosters, so you can pitch against so you can hit against guys who are really, really bad and have really low hits per 9 numbers. That's another way that you can kind of get around it. But we are going to find out the ball player glitch, but this is the best archetype right now, and we will have a video as soon as we know necessarily the absolute best way to do it other than playing Road to the Show. Alright boys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like and a sub. We're so close to 10K, so hit that sub button. We're growing every single day. Thank you guys. I'll be streaming tonight, and I'll talk to you boys later. Peace.